Friends, we are gathered here today to witness fluff. Okay, yeah, hello. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. Holy cow, 4 concurrent viewers and 1 like. We have outer space, we have Nakama. Same outer space, you and husband invaded to save little bunnies. Yes, it was tasty. Oh, crazy, just about to start watching the anime tonight. Oh, you're gonna love this opening theme. It's so good. Carrie predicted your future. Well, look what time it is. I'm getting through the chat. Hold on a second. By the way, A Place Further Than the Universe was freaking amazing. I really need to watch that. Okay, and labeling us as Pokemons. Yay, Pokemon! Areryujo omikami ariyo. And Richard is here. Hello, Richard. Currently at the local Mickey D's. Hey, I got McDonald's for dinner tonight, too. Yay. It's Richard's birthday. Okay, we all have to sing him happy birthday. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richard. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday, Richard. Oh, that is so cool. In outer space, doling out the treats. As always, we get birthday cakes. Yummy, yummy. I cannot have treats right now, but I can have water. All right. The great Carrie has appeared online. Yes. By the way, I think I finally recovered from yesterday's nausea and migraine headache. Oh, you poor thing. Outer space. I hope you get enough rest and recovery. I'm not gonna lie, I brought that up here to see if you'd sing that. Sounded great, Alad. Yay! Yeah, make sure to tell me when your birthdays are and if I'm streaming, or maybe I'll pop in the Discord like vocals chat. You know, when it's your birthday. You know, that's what we need to do. We need to collect people's birthdays. But so that I can do that for y'all. Especially while we're still small and I don't like have 100 people every day. Oh, okay, so let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Or in this case, the Shadows. This piece is great if you like some nice rock sound. I'm going to start just playing this opening. And as always, let me know if there's any scuffage with the stream that I could try and fix. We were on the Windows side of my computer changing a lot of settings and things. I don't think it would affect over here now that I'm on the Mac side. But if something got knocked around, let me know. The shadow syllables. Yes, it looks like there's quite a bit. It's me looking like zombies from Carrie's Plants and Zombies. Oh, brains. Bleh. I don't want anything. I'm too pukey. Poor thing. That's not fun. That is not fun. It's a great way to lose weight, but no, it's not. Oh, all right, let's hit it. I love this. This actually has somewhat of a pretty long intro. We're grooving. All right, so that's pretty much what we get. Instrumental provided by Sai. Yes, we have instrumental by Sai this time. He got it done really, really fast. I need to download it, actually. He sent me the file link, and I haven't downloaded it yet because I wasn't ready to work on it until just now. Like this one, too. I should request the Mulan song to make a man out of you next Monday. Do it. Do it. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest chat I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, somehow I'll make a tribe out of you. No, just kidding. That's how I should sing to my lyrics. Somehow I'll make some sense out of Ryu's lyrics. No, just kidding. So, all right, let's do the sing-along test. Ba-ba-ba. Listening to this before seeing the anime. Yeah, it's really great. Sorry, random roommate was singing it. Yeah. Feels kind of weird. Just tested the first part singing along, but we'll still disagree on the shadows. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll try and incorporate them when I can. Hey, Phoenix! Come to you. Okay, that first phrase. That first phrase, let me figure it out. And I'll get to your question in a second, Phoenix. Let me figure this out. So do you mean I'm coming to you, following my second? Like that, it doesn't work. Do I need to sing it for you? I mean, yeah, you could get on the Discord. Because the rhythm there is bum ba da da dum ba dun 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 da da da. Okay, time to make the chat's ears ache. All right. Let's see. Are you actually gonna get on the voice chat then? I'll let you initiate. I'll answer the call. I'm coming to you, following my second sight. I think that's what you meant, but you missed a syllable in there, which I could easily skip because it's kind of... Didn't even know we can join the voice chat. We're going to do probably a personal call just to keep the chat clear when we're doing business stuff. But I do need to go into the voice chat of our Discord server a lot more often. I peek in there once in a while, but there's never anybody in there.
What did he do?
Oh, Hello.
Hello, you hear a syllable, I don't.
Hold on, let me adjust my volume for you. How do I do that actually? Discord's really soft right now.
Oh.
Hold on, I know how to fix this. I'm gonna go quiet for just a second. And I should be back. Say something now, Ryu.
Something.
Perfect. Okay.
I hear it. I don't hear one of those syllables. To me, it goes, I can't sing, but I'm coming to you follow in my second sight. And I think I just missed one.
Yeah, let me play it again.
Yeah.
YouTube might be extra loud now, so I'll be on the. Hold on.
Want to smash another syllable in there?
Yeah, maybe. I'm
I
coming
thought
to.
that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I think you. Dun 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 is all I hear, but I think you heard dun 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 dun. Is that right?
I have found the green.
I'm coming
To the
to.
west.
For the
Far
first
to
time.
the west.
I'm coming
I'm
to.
coming to you follow in my second sight.
I'm coming to you follow in my second sight. Okay, so you split up the phrases then. You actually put the comma after to instead of you.
Yeah, the
In
song
essence.
popped up weirdly in Japanese too. A lot of Japanese songwriting. Because it's Senten no kan ni sote boku wa yuku.
Okay,
And
okay.
really the phrase breaks at ni, but the way he's singing it, it breaks at kan.
I'm coming to you follow in my second sight. That's right, right?
Yes, that's it. I don't know why they do it that way. It drives you up a wall when I preserve it.
Yeah, I can. It makes me never be able to figure it out because I'm like, what is happening? Because it's a clearly defined musical phrase. I'm thinking as a musician. You're thinking as a translator.
This is also how it is written in Japanese. Senten no kan ni, following my second sight,
I feel that.
is a phrase, but it's senten no kan ni. It like trumps the phrase before the ni.
Let me sing it with the music again one more time. Yeah, because I think I get it now. I think I get what you got there. All right, hold up. I'm coming to you following my second sight. Yep, that fits exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, sorry everybody had to hear me try to sing.
So are you going to sing the whole thing for us now, or are you going to chicken out and leave the voice chat?
Do people actually want to hear that?
They do. They do. They don't get to hear chat. What do you think? Who's in the chat right now? Who's active in the chat?
Do you want to hear my flat, nasally voice here sing this song? I mean, I do not think my singing sounds good. Why would they want to hear that?
This is why I need to host another voice lesson stream soon. outer space is like, let us hear it. Phoenix is giving an emoji, like a high five emoji. Nakama is like, so the impression I get online is that this anime is super twisted and dark, but the song is so mellow. Outer space wants to laugh hilariously at you.
This is why I translate things and Carrie sings them. I don't know if it surprises you, but no, I can't sing.
Ryu's the brain, I'm the voice. I don't have room for a brain. I have to have resonance.
Then how do you do all that mixing and video editing? I don't know how to do any of that.
That's the other Caroline. That's my evil twin.
Well, for an evil twin, she does an awfully good job.
I know, she's great at impressions.
Is her name also Caroline, and do you share a body?
Yeah, this is
If so, that's not called an evil twin. That's called dissociative identity.
Yeah, that's an actual disorder. Caroline the Wicked, they're saying. I mean, if Hana-chan can have her Halloween costume, why can't I have an alter ego?
I can try to sing all of this for you people if you really want me to.
Sounds like you
It's
want
not
to.
going I mean, it's not going to sound good.
There's a little hang up
but I
button
can-
right there if you chicken out. Otherwise,
I'm not
you're
afraid.
stuck in.
I'm nobody. I mean, play the music then. I'll try to sing along to it.
Richard says, "How do we know Caroline isn't the evil twin?" You don't. That's the fun of it.
She actually is. It's the alliteration in these songs. It's a kind of incantation that keeps her demonic power from conquering the world. Don't you know that?
I feel the
Each one of these
power.
songs I specifically translate as an incantation to suppress her.
How does it go in Rapunzel? Flower bloom and grow.
That
Nakamas.
sounds like something I would write.
Actually, you should look into that. It's pretty cool. We could make like an extended version of the incantation. Oh, that would be cool. That's an idea. Ooh.
Apparently, this is people's first time hearing me speak. We've done this with me talking before.
Once before, but we have new members of the Bunny War in here. Well, some of them aren't new, but
yeah, so I have a voice.
Yes.
I'm an actual person. I'm not just an alternate account carrying you.
As much as Ryu would love to believe that he is just words, pure literature, he is actually a person.
Yes, I am. And I am significantly taller than Carrie. I could use her shoulder as an armrest because she is a short person.
I'm short.
I know, it's adorable.
It's really funny.
Pat on the head.
In aquatherapy today, we use the heated therapy pool. And the heated therapy pool is like 4 foot in places and like almost 5 feet in some places. And so, you know, what's like a normal person, like maybe at their bust level, is up to my shoulders. And I'm sitting there in the shallow end, like almost neck deep in the water.
Also, let me know when you want me to murder everybody's ears. If it will help you to like understand how this goes better, I will sing it. It will just not be any fun.
All right. Well, this does lead to faster communication between us, but I need to play the song, and how about I sing it, and then if I mess up, you correct me. Or if I have a question, you can correct me easily.
Now I'm right here to answer it in real time.
Yes.
This is useful.
Yeah. So, the gym that I joined, that is associated with the hospital and the overall health network that's in my area. The pool, there's 2 pools and that are in the area, and that is the regular pool and then the heated therapy pool. And you can be in either of them during the aqua classes, which is really fun. But the therapy happens in the heated pool for obvious reasons.
My proofer got back to me, and the 3rd chapter came out pretty.
Oh, that's good. I need to read your 2nd chapter. I haven't had a moment because I just got back very late last night, and then I was busy with a bunch of stuff earlier this morning. And then I passed out and took a nap and woke up and realized that I should be streaming.
Read it when you can breathe, not when you have to do other things.
Yes, it's worth savoring.
Aww.
It is. It's such beautiful imagery. I think I will read it before bedtime so that I have beautiful flowery dreams. The water is heated with dragon made flames. Richard says, never have me on like this. I will swear a lot without even meaning to. Dude, do you even know me? I don't typically swear, but when I do, it catches everybody off guard and it's hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm the one who wanted to translate part of Akuma no Ko as for that wall there, it was just a fucking wall. So
As for that wall there, it was just
Jerry
a
did not
fucking
want
wall. No, I chickened out on that.
Jerry didn't want to. Well, it was not a direct translation. It was very interpretive.
I
so
mean, it's very
that was
appropriate for
all.
Attack on Titan. I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
it.
it was based on the language used elsewhere in the song, not that was right there.
People want to read your story. Richard wants to read the chapters.
You can read the. Well, I haven't publicly released them yet. It's going to be like another month or so before I do. Don't worry, I'll like spam places with like announcements when I do.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? First line is set, and I believe I had figured out the rest of it was fine, but let me just check. I'm going to play the song. I wish there was a way. There is a way that I could like share with you, couldn't I? As I'm playing the music, so that we could be connected.
I think I still. I mean, I have it. I have the.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be synced up if you just played it by yourself. You wouldn't know where I was starting from.
I know what the song sounds like, though.
All right.
Also, you have an extraneous G in "come." I wrote it as "come into you," and I think autocorrect stuck in the G.
Seriously, autocorrect. Figure yourself out there. All right. Anyway.
And I mean, it's silly to even spell it with the apostrophe. It's not G dropping. It's just an alternate form we inherited from middling.
I agree. I completely agree.
I mean, that it's an alternate form, not a drop G, is a fact, not something. But yeah, no apostrophe. Apostrophes are dumb.
Auto incorrect, outer space says. And Richard says, when you publicly release your stories, definitely let me know, please. And outer space is like, autocorrect can go duck itself.
There's a typo. It's supposed to be autocorrect can go fuck itself.
That's the point. All right, here we go.
We also translated on. We also chickened out of In Burst a Greedy Spider. Your reality can just go fuck itself.
Yeah, that was another potential one, and that would have been appropriate too. She's a little more PC, but not by much.
Though the actual Japanese said, "Your reality can stuff itself with shit." That was literally
that would have been more accurate.
And that's what I wanted you to do.
Nope.
But we had to compromise on just go stuff itself because you were not seeing either of those.
I mean, that worked very well because it's all. I mean, it's basically a food anime. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know most of these animes. I'm a bad person and I don't have time for anime. The last time I watched anime, it was when I was very sick and couldn't force myself to do anything else.
You need to watch more anime. Everybody needs to watch more anime. Watch 5 episodes a day at minimum.
I like anime, but I don't have time for that.
All right.
So I'm just totally guessing on a lot of this stuff. I usually have like a picture of the characters and the piece of music to go on, and that's it.
I know. This one I gave you a little bit more context.
But yes, and I needed it.
Yeah, it really
was
worked.
Literally translated an idiom in this one.
Very good.
The way it's written in Japanese is also somewhat difficult because it uses a lot of hiragana, and a lot of Japanese words sound the same. Hiragana only writes the sound.
So it's that, like, my name is such and such, but you spell it like such and such kind of situation.
Oh, it's just you remember the characters like that you just write na or ta or ta. It's like a lot of that. and there's one word in it, go, which can mean either child or language in that context, and it's written just with the go symbol, not with a meaningful character to tell me whether it's language or child. I think it's language given the context.
So that's really tricky.
But that one was confusing to figure out. Also, the word kiri is spelled in katakana rather than its normal kanji.
Weird.
And normally, kiri spelled in katakana is the name of a plant. But in this case, it's part of an expression that means endless.
And this is why it's great to have a translator like you that can figure these things out.
Kiri also means fog. It means fog, it means Polonia, and it also means like cutting through something.
Oh yeah, because kiri can mean to cut, right?
Yeah, kaze wo kiru is a common expression. It literally means slice through the wind. But it means like to succeed in adversity, I think. I usually translate it literally because it's a cool image. And you can usually understand what it means, even if you translate it as cut through. I'll fly and cut through the wind is that. And we'll rush on through winds bright shining, and Asaga Kuru is also that.
Mm-hmm. What's an anime you hate, if I may ask, Caroline? Let's see. Is there an anime I hate?
I've seen anime I thought were kind of boring, but never one I thought was that I hated.
Yeah, I haven't really run into an anime that I've hated. The closest we've come is the new Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie. That one, I romance comedies don't really do it for me. I guess I just don't dig like the slice of life. Although I did love Nagatoro, and that was pretty interesting. That I fell for that one. But usually stuff like that doesn't entertain me as much, and I won't like seek out to watch it. But I'm pretty open to all anime. My standards are very low. I love all the anime.
My standards are very high, and if something like starts getting boring, I'm not going to finish it. Though at the same time, I am actually, this will surprise a lot of you, extremely sappy.
So you like the emotional ones.
Well, let me give you a hint. I love things like Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. Remember, by formal training, I am a scholar of 19th century literature, which is very sappy in many places. It's also where we get the origins of the fantasy genre. Okay, let's move on to the song before we're here all night.
Yeah, we could chat away the whole night. All right, here we go. I'm going to play a little bit and see if I can keep up. Come to you, follow in my second sight. I'd cross the vortex of the only thing I know. Never come back. Oh no, I sailed across the sea, yeah. With the memories of my cat and of the tide's roar. So make a promise to me, just a single one. Just a single one. Well, swipe and I'll fight, so just hold on tight to your only life. Do I buy away? Fly. There is a meaning if you aren't here with me. All bent out to light till the summer going without him. Okay, I'll clean that up in just a second. But that all seemed pretty good to me. Did I get anything really wrong?
You sang come rather than came.
Oh, okay.
And that line is.
But I'm talking timing. Right, yeah, that line I struggled with right there.
The line with the do at the beginning, I think I was trying to type in the chat and I accidentally typed it there.
Oh,
There's not supposed to be a do there.
All right, that's what I thought. Bye, no wait, oh please. Yeah, and see the shadow syllables work. They seemed natural to me.
It has a lot of chat. It just has just a billion syllables crammed into it. I'm pretty sure this fits.
I need to watch Anohana. I've been recommended that several times. I need to get on that. So, okay.
This line almost got badly mistranslated because of how it was spelled in Japanese.
Oh.
Because it's kiri something something, and it means it's like that something is endless or the more something goes on. But I thought it was like talking about fog and Polonia flowers the first time.
Oh, I remember you discording me that when you figured that out.
So I originally, and the phrase "mist and Polonias" fits there too. And I was like, oh, I don't want to change this, but I have to because I have integrity.
Right.
Stop autocorrecting the apoccupations.
It's technically an elision, not an apocupation.
Oh?
Question.
What's the difference then?
An apocupation is a specific type.
Because isn't it an apocupation when you remove letters from a word and replace it with an apostrophe? Like you did with this memories here?
Apocupation is specifically when you dump off the final syllable of a word.
Oh, okay. We're all learning things.
Elision is just when you dump out a specific sound or a set of sounds. Apocopy, procopy, syncope, they all have specific meanings based on what syllables you are dumping. And apheresis.
All right, let me go back and see these shadow syllables right here. Just a single one. Just a single one.
Japanese, it's by now.
Oh yeah, those are very clear shadow syllables.
By now, by ow. So it's 8. I'll swipe and I'll fight. But some of them go by so. I think there's like the initial shadow syllable, like O, is there too, because it's ubai, but the gets very weakly pronounced in Japanese. And you have something here called assonance. Swipe, fight, tight, life, aisle. You repeat the same vowel over and over, and it makes scary. It's basically, it's vowel alliteration.
It's when the interior of the words rhyme.
When what's called the it's called the nucleus of the syllable when they match.
Cool.
Welcome to Linguistics 101.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get schooled if I haven't been already.
A syllable usually consists of what's called your onset, which is like for the word come, is your onset. You have a nucleus, and what's called a coda, the end of it. When the nucleus and coda match, what you have is a rhyme. When the nucleus is matched but the codas don't, what you have is assonance. People often call it off rhyme or slant rhyme.
Huh.
Clannad is so sad, and it's like I think the one anime I have seen that Carrie has not.
Yeah, I have not seen that. I have sung songs from it. I am scared to watch it though. I know I'm gonna need a bigger tissue box because those things hit me hard.
It's autocorrect corrected grow into grown corrected. You should probably fix that before you sing it wrong.
It's only growing, each passing minute. Okay, let's go back and do that chorus bit. Just a single one. Just a single one. Oh, I'll swipe and I'll fight. So just hold on tight to your only life. Bye bye, no wait. Oh please. I sang that wrong. If you aren't here with me, all that's left the summer going right on without Oh, what is
I
that?
think it's going right on. It's all that's left the summer going right on without end. I cannot get my voice to do the pitches correctly.
Hold on, let me back it up.
Right is a shadow syllable, but I'm really sure it's there.
By no wait, oh please I, what's the meaning? If you aren't here with me, all that's left the sun's going on the ground. I don't hear it.
Let me listen to the song again.
All that's left the sun. All that's left. How you guys doing, chat? I hope you guys are following along. If you aren't here with me, all that's left the summer's good. Oh, I hear it there. It's in the middle. That's left the summer's going right on without end.
That one was really hard to. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to duck one of those syllables just because of how bunched they are.
No, I get it. I get it. All that's left the summer's going right on without end.
All that's left the summer. You have it spelled right. You just saying it a little wonky.
All that's left the summer's what? All that's left the summer going. What? Oh.
You had it. Wow, that's a lot of terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't sing very well.
No, and it's a more or less literal translation of the line too. There's not really a lot I can do to fix that.
Yeah. All that's left's the summer going right on without end. All that's left's the summer going right on. Oh, I have to hear it. I lost it in my ear. If the summer's going right on without end. All that's left's the summer going right on without end. That's how it is. Good. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, the song didn't give me much to work with.
I hate you. Why you do this to me? Why you do?
Blame whoever wrote the song in Japanese. It says, like, these two lines are, all that is left is the summer that keeps going on forever, and the longer it lasts, the more all this. Like, this is pretty literal. I might have made, like, one tiny addition of, like, a meaningless word. But no, we're kind of stuck with that.
I mean, could we do something like that?
All that's left is I can't see it. The stream hasn't updated. Did you do this? Did you do that? All that's left is summer going right on without end.
Oh, we could do that. Can I do that?
Yes. I changed like some meaningless words around.
All that's left is summer going right on without end. All that's left is summer going right on without end. I keep stumbling every time because of my brain. All that's left is summer going right on without end. Yeah, that sings a lot better. I like that.
I have no idea how many times I had to fix the cadence of the translation there because I wasn't sure where the shadow was.
It's well, nobody knows where the shadows are. But
the shadows are on the other side of the TV where you fight them with your persona.
This is such beautiful like text painting though, because the musical phrase goes on seemingly without end, just as the words are saying. They support each other.
I love the song. I didn't hate translating. This is nowhere near as bad as Akuma no Ko.
Outer Space is doing alright. It's good to hear. Alright, let's continue. The summer going right on without end. Okay, so yeah, the is a very big shadow syllable there.
Even like
I don't hear it, but it needs to be there.
you can change the color of the cursor itself.
Also, bear in mind that I pronounce like the longer. I pronounce that basically as 2 syllables.
Yeah, you kind of Japanese slur it a little bit.
Oh no, that's just my English is chewed up. I would just say the longer it's lasting in normal speech, the longer. I just what are vowels?
What are vowels? We don't need them. I want to go back to where I told it to be. The longer it's lasting, yeah, my grief's only growing each passing minute. I'm without you.
Doesn't that just make you want to cry?
Oh my god, yeah. It's beautiful.
Well, I haven't cried since I was like 12, but but that aside.
All right, so that's a good bit through here. Is this first page the whole song?
Yeah, it's not a long song.
It actually doesn't have a lot of lyrics, does it? It doesn't seem like that at first, but to see it written out like this, it's like, wow, okay. All right, let's check that second verse.
3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes and change.
Yeah, you know, it actually is a short song.
Short and it's 4 minutes and 5 seconds.
Sometimes the more gut-wrenching things are short.
Like you.
Hey, give me a dagger.
There's also a lot of there's a lot of just like instrumental interludes in this too, and that long intro.
Fair point. Fair point. It does have a long intro, and these interludes. Yeah, you can't underestimate the interludes. Wonder if I could do something special for that.
I think they sound good the way they are.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with the guitar solos because I know Psy just absolutely killed it.
Yep, just let him show off.
Yeah.
I think they're letting their instrumentalists show off in this one too.
Yeah. They work hard for this.
This is a band. I think this is a band, not a soloist. Gen Hoshino from the last song is a soloist.
Yeah, and the band is what, Macaroni and Pizza?
Yeah, Macaroni Pencil. And pizza means pencil.
Ah, Macaroni Pencil. Interesting. I need to research them. Seem pretty fun.
It's an adorable name, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the singer. I like this style of music. Like, just personally, this is kind of the style of music I like to listen to.
I enjoy a lot of different styles of music. Translating these things have made me realize how wide the range of music I enjoy actually is.
Right? And people are like, oh, you've niched yourself to just anime music? And I'm like, are you kidding? One week I'm singing opera, the next I'm rapping my butt off.
Yes, and one week you have me translating something into like 14th century, like nearly Middle English.
And the next week we're like going, yo, yo.
This has also like improved my like repertoire of language replication skills.
Yeah, I like what you were writing in the Discord about translating helping so much, like even with the proofing of your stories.
Yes. So for proofreading myself, like my own fiction, I translate it into French. It is such a headache, but it is so effective.
It's crazy how that works.
Rusty, so I have to keep going to the dictionary, and I'm like, okay, what's the French word for this? Okay, what's the French word for this? I'm like, it takes forever, but I cannot argue with the result because I sent it to my proofer, and she's like, oh, you made like 3 typos, but the rest is wonderful.
Neat. Yeah, that's really all it is, because I mean, you know how to write, so I don't know who would proof you. Yeah. But of course, it does take a really good set of eyes.
Oh, I tend to write in extremely long sentences, which can be difficult to follow. So I often have to like take one sentence and make it into three.
I wonder if that's a thing with creative people because I tend to write in very long sentences as well.
Human thoughts are run-on sentences.
Mm.
They are not these tidy little things that are easy to consume. But if you leave them like that, you put a much bigger burden of understanding on your audience, where the burden of communication should be on the person who is doing the communicating.
Mm. Indeed.
This is my own personal philosophy, but I think it's important. This is also why I don't like people typing like you, like the letter rather than YOU, because you have to decode that back into normal English and then decode the normal English word. You're adding an extra layer of communicative burden on the recipient.
Yep. Well, didn't that start about because people were saving on data when they were texting or something? Or it was just easier to text a single letter than typing a lot on their
Yes,
Nokia flip
of,
phones?
of course, those sorts of things are increasingly obsolete with autocomplete.
Yep. I I love using the speech to text on my iPhone. It's actually gotten quite accurate. I used to not use it and put it away for a while because it wasn't accurate, but since I've gotten my current iPhone, it's scary. It's scarily
Well,
accurate.
technology can be wonderful sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's always listening.
Of course, sometimes you need to do things the old-fashioned way.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, let's check this second part here. Elate and Lady. Let's go. Clicking.
This one is the word "lady" is split across two musical phrases.
Thank you for the warning because that would have confused the bejesus out of me. I'm starting that again. Elate and late, you got you in my second sight now. Front of the gun barrel, my face cut softly so. Whoa, when passing through it, it's playing out a melody and beat. Oh, but like a green turtle, oh no, not running no. Okay, let me. I think that was mostly right, but let me practice just a little bit. Let me back it up. Here we go.
Let me find it in
Late
Japanese
and late,
too.
got you in my second sight now. Front of the gun barrel, a fade cut softly so. Oh. I missed something there. Now, front of the gun barrel, a fade cut softly so. Is one of those words supposed to be held out a little longer?
Let me look at it. Late and late, got you in my second sight now. Front of the gun barrel of fate cut softly so. Whoa,
Okay, so that's what you
and
meant.
out a melody and beat.
Front of the gun barrel, a fade cut softly so. Because I hear another syllable there. I hear front of the gun barrel, a fade cut softly so. And that's not what you intended. You wanted to hold out one of the front of the gun barrel, a fade cut softly so. Oh.
I think it's one of those is like you hear it as a syllable, and I don't.
Well,
Let me see
yeah.
what that is in Japanese. I'm just curious as to what it is. What is that in Japanese?
I'm happy to remove syllables of that particular phrase because it's fast and got a lot. It's a little bloated.
Soto ita unmei no tsutsu no tsutsu no naka wo Soto kite ita unmei no tsutsu no naka wo kaze ni totte kieru totte there's way too many syllables in Japanese too.
Look at autocorrected passion to passion. That's hilarious.
No, this is not Kingdom Hearts. We're not doing it. Utada Hikaru.
When you walk away, you don't
Well,
hear me say,
That's simple and clean.
please, oh baby, don't go. Everybody loves my voice, right? I'm such a great singer.
No, you're doing that. I don't.
Melody Sand. I need to figure this one out too. Beats. Oh. Like a green turtle. Oh. No, I'm not running. Don't autocorrect it to run in. Nope. There we go. I think I got all that. Let me back it up and check this again. Second side now. Front of the gun, roll the fade, cut softly so. Ooh. Okay, so how did that? You gotta sing that one for me.
Wind's passing through it. It's playing out a melody. Sempito.
Okay.
I probably did. I put an emphasis on the syllable. I probably did.
Maybe. Let me try it.
My mouse.
Can I just not control my voice?
Wind passing through it, it's playing out a melody, Sempito. It's playing out a melody. Yeah, I'm hearing more in the word melody. But I think I like the way you did that there. Again, I'm happy to remove syllables in this particular phrase as well. There's too much.
It's melody snabito in Japanese. The O is just like them not being able to dump off the O on the end of the T when they sing it.
Yeah. Wind's passing through it, it's playing out a melody, sandbeat. Oh. I have to figure out because this I have ordered the instrumental in the original key. Good luck to me because I cannot sing it if it is raised because of the last part where it raises the key. So if I did raise the key, and that would only be for like a couple of notes that I can't hit in the verse parts, like one or two notes. And so I'm just like, keep it in the original key. I'll figure out what I'm going to do for those couple of notes that I cannot hit. So this is going to be a fun adventure for me to figure out how I'm actually going to sing this.
As long as the syllables are singable, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. All right, so we got that sorted. Wait, it's playing out a melody and beat. Oh, that's like a green turtle. Oh no, I'm not running. No, I'm not running. No, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh no, I'm not running. No.
And then where is the meaning? Hey, it didn't try and autocorrect it. It's still yelling at me though. It's like red line.
Yep.
You don't know how to spell. Well, I don't know how to spell, but that's intentional.
Okay, fine. Let's spell it etymologically. It should be spelled like that. No, it should be spelled like that for when you have no G on the end.
Is that the truth? Are you guys seeing this? That's ridiculous. Meaninged. Meaninged.
In Middle English, there were two forms. One ended in ing and one ending in ind. And we lost the D from the ing form. So people started mistaking it for losing the G from the ing form.
That's how I always thought of it.
But that is not a regular change because you don't have sing with a variant sin. Sin is a word, but it means something unrelated. Or bring with a variant brin, which is if it were losing the G, that you would expect it to happen all over the place. not just in this one specific little thing you tack onto the end of your verbs.
Oh, it likes happening.
It's all just
Probably
like
because I put in so many like apostrophes, it doesn't know what
It's
on earth
giving
it
up.
is.
You managed to use so many apostrophes. My notes program is just like hands in the air. I don't, whatever. She can misspell whatever she wants now.
I'm basically just transcribing the words the way I would normally pronounce them, rather than the way I would read them out loud from a 19th century text.
Oh, it didn't like every though. It's still trying to put up resistance. All right.
Well, I mean, Every. People do not usually pronounce it every, except when they need an extra syllable to
Yeah.
repeat something.
All
I
right.
do not know who
No,
says
this works.
every as a matter of course. It's every in almost
Mm.
everybody's speech.
Richard, you are probably tabbed out, but Nakama has asked you, what is your most hated anime since you asked? So if you are listening, feel free to answer because I'm curious too. And if you haven't listed your most hated anime and you're in the chat lurking about, feel free to respond. I'm curious.
I think one of the most, I don't hate it, but the most absurd anime adjacent things is
I guess
the
that's why we
live
fucked
action
the
Cowboy Bebop.
engineering.
I have not seen that. Is it bad?
It's terrible, but it's amusing at the same time. Like, I was genuinely entertained by it. It was funny,
Hmm.
which is totally wrong because Cowboy Bebop is, spoiler alert, a tragedy.
I mean, it's built on a lot of humor though, but like that shouldn't be the focus.
No, it's unintentionally funny in a lot of
Oh
ways
dear.
because the stylization of Cowboy Bebop as an anime is something that is extremely, extremely difficult to replace in
Mm.
real life.
What can you do? Live action seldom turns out as good.
Don't make a live action adaptation. Do not make unnecessary adaptation.
Period.
I think one, yeah, like, and also, controversial take, don't write fic. Write your own story. Because it played out like some sort of weird rewrite fic that was vastly inferior to the original,
Oh
but
dear.
amusingly so. Like I said, I was entertained, but it felt like some sort of parody of somebody writing fan fiction of Cowboy Bebop.
Well, I guess you have to appreciate it as being its own thing,
It
even
was
though
more
they're
like
trying to
somebody
plug it as a live action Cowboy Bebop when it's not.
No, it was so silly, but I was laughing. I was amused.
Okay, well, maybe I'll have to check it out.
Like, I didn't like it. It was not an adaptation. An unintentional parody, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, Nakama
I
didn't
could
hear
not
good
get
things about it either.
I could
Richard
not
just
get
came
enough.
back. Was eating dinner. Favorite, least favorite is probably Skelter Heaven. Oh my. Bad CGI.
I do not like bad CGI.
No, I feel like a lot of modern anime just injects very poor CGI for no reason at all.
Oh, so we can
It's less
duplicate.
expensive than hand-drawn animation.
I guess.
That's probably the reason. Is it a good reason?
No.
No. Could you imagine trying to hand animate a Gundam or Gargantia or Veltal or any other giant mecha by hand? You know how expensive that would
That's a
be?
lot. I remember watching episodes of what was Keep Your Hands Off Isaacen.
Don't know that.
Do you know this anime?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's really cool. It's about these three girls who are trying to create anime, and they go in depth into the process and all the hard work that needs to happen, like sound design, animation of the characters, the backdrops, the planning. Um, and one of the projects that they end up working on is for the robotics club. Wants an anime.
Oh, animation is always extremely planned out in advance.
And yeah, and they have a hissy fit over animating these, just like you said, animating the big mech, because that's what they wanted was a mecha anime.
Oh, like Turn A Gundam and I believe Suisei no Gargantia were both extremely expensive projects. Not to mention Gurren Lagann. That was probably extremely expensive to animate
Mm,
too.
I
So
believe it.
animation itself is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
That's why a game, like a big budget game, will usually only have a few anime cutscenes, and the
Mm,
rest will be in the in-game.
makes
Persona
sense.
does that. Like the fact that I'm surprised there were any anime cutscenes at all in Persona 4, because that game was done on a very tight budget.
I never
So
realized that
Skelter
they
Heaven
existed.
is older and it has the lowest score on my anime
Yeah,
list.
you, like,
Wow.
swing by them.
Skelter
You
Heaven.
run by them, they will skip.
All right, let's continue on with these lovely lyrics. I'm gonna catch
Speaking
up.
of which, there
Hmm?
are some things from Turn A Gundam that I would love you to do someday, but
Mm.
it is not current at all. It's like a zillion years old.
Well, things from like Gundam Wing and Gundam Seed are eternal. I'm planning on doing maybe some of that eventually, like a between season filler kind of thing.
Nice.
There's one. It's already in English by Donna Burke that was used in one of the Turn A Gundam.
Oh, Adana Burke. You've got my attention.
I love. I have actually very briefly interacted with Donna Burke on Twitter, just over some random comment about her cat
Really?
that she
Oh,
posted.
that's fun.
It was a senpai noticed me moment. I have not had one since, but
Wow, that's cool. I need to
yes,
redo
I
Heaven's
never watched that.
Divide.
Yes, that's already in English too. Really kind of wonky English, but it sounds pretty.
Do you think she had that? Do you think that Japanese songwriters created that for her?
Um, there is a songwriter used for the series, but I believe he's German.
Maybe that's why the English isn't like,
It's not perfect, but it's really close.
yeah. Good and cringe.
Because petals of white cover tear fields flowing with grieving tears.
Mm.
Wouldn't usually describe a that way. I mean, it's a pretty image.
Very nice. All
And
right.
all the hearts
Hmm?
once knew are old and shattered now. Shattered is an unusual there. Like it's not something an English speaker would probably hear.
Yeah.
It's an
Level kill, level die, give me wings to fly. You're missing a pronoun there. That's not very Englishy. But a lot of European
when I
languages
hover
will
my
let you do
mouse
that.
over it, it shows like that I could use it or something.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I can feel that
Oh,
someone who speaks
so
a
good.
continental European language. I would have guessed maybe
Oh, okay.
Portuguese, Spanish, French. But the guy's name is apparently Ludwig, so he's probably German
Mm.
or maybe
I've just
Dutch.
never seen it.
I haven't looked into it very much though. We are on such an ultra
Sure.
tangent.
Yeah.
aren't we?
Let's get back to the song here.
Okay.
And all right.
There's like only a little of this song left.
Passing through it's playing on a melody sound beat. Oh, I went back a little bit far, but that's all right. I'm not gonna know. Uniting, if you aren't here with me, all that's left is summer. Once more rolling on through. I fixed it, right? Longer it's happening, but more the shades can be read. every passing minute. Oh, the chat. Okay, explain this to me.
Remember, to me, the does not take up a syllable. It's just like some like garbage stuck on the beginning of a word. So the more the shades can meet with more the. Let me pull up the song.
That one I think worked, but let me try it again while you fix. If you weren't here with me, all that's left is summer once we're rolling on through. The longer it's happening, the more the shades can meet with every passing minute. The chances to go. Okay, I think I understand.
I don't think. I think I had it a bit. Where is the meaning if you
Aren't
are
here
here
with
with
me.
all that's left is summer once more rolling on through. The longer it's happening, the more the shades can meet with every passing.
Oh, the shades.
Can
Yeah,
we?
that's where I lose it.
Oh, I'm just a little wonky.
The phrase is wonky by nature, too. Sorry, Caroline and you, just messing around in chat. I don't want to interrupt you guys. No, that's fun. Etchy my favorite Etchy series is Interspecies Reviewers, hands down. Like, I love that show with all my heart. Okay, anyway. Back to business. Rolling on through, longer it's happening, the more the shades can meet with every passing minute. Oh, the chances gently grow. I don't think we need the whoa. I actually don't think we need the whoa. Longer it's happening, the more the shades can meet with every passing minute. Ah, I keep losing.
Something else.
The longer it's happening, the more the shades can meet every passing minute. Whoa.
Let me try something else.
Okay. What you got?
Where's the meaning if you aren't here with me? All that's left is summer once more rolling on through. Longer it's happening, the more of these shadows meet with every passing minute. Try that. I think that fits.
Okay.
Check the document.
Yeah. The more these
Let me see what it says in Japanese. Did I do something interpretive there? Or is that...
You can get rid of your comma there too.
With gentleness, the degree to which shadows meet by chance happens to grow.
I think this will work though.
Oh yeah.
The meaning if you aren't here with me. All that's left is summer once more rolling on through. The longer it's happening, the more of these meet with every passing minute. Will just gently grow.
The whoa off the end. Do we even?
I think we need it now. Let me try it once more.
I don't know if
it's happening. The more of these shadows meet with every passing minute. Whoa, the chances gently grow. Yeah, we need the whoa now.
Yeah, I see where I went wrong. Sorta.
It's nothing that concerns you.
Every
This song was
minute.
hard.
Yeah, this is not easy. It's deceptive. It seems simple when you're listening to it, but it's not.
And now the chat is forever traumatized by hearing me sing. I mean, you're probably like cringing, like, why are you doing that with your voice on the inside?
Passing minute, oh. Chances to grow. You
I
have
know
a
that you
nice voice. Like, it's not a bad voice. You just need a little bit more experience. It's just untested. That'd be like me translating Japanese. I could do it and I have the smarts to do it. I just haven't had experience doing it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, like,
that's interesting.
yeah, kind of like that. I mean, I could probably teach you to, sort of. I can't even get you to learn hiragana.
Everybody has a voice. Everybody learns to communicate. So it's just the same as learning how to write. You can learn how to use your voice. I think I'd like to. Can I change this to an O?
It sounds like he's making a sort of whoa noise there. Let me see there. Let me check the Japanese just a second, because I usually put whoa on the end when it ends with the whoa particle, just so the song sounds more like the original. Let's see, what is this in Japanese? Oh no, it actually says that sentence actually ends in shimao, so which means do something by chance.
Mm.
So you can change it to O, but I just worried that's too many O's in that sentence. But
Oh, there are more O's. Yeah, we should keep it wool then.
I think woe fits better than yeah there. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, how did I get here?
because woe rhymes with row.
Row, row,
It
row
doesn't
your
rhyme.
boat.
It is an orthographic rhyme with through, though not an actually pronounced one.
Makes sense. I get you.
Orthographic rhyme is, or sight rhyme, is what you get when a word looks like it rhymes with another word, but it actually doesn't.
Okay. So you think it rhymes,
Like
but it
how,
doesn't. That's what happens to me all the time.
like how margarine and machine look like they ought to rhyme, or line and machine look like they ought to rhyme.
Yeah,
But they do not.
No.
Things that can only be purchased with Defender metals.
Glitch render. Hi guys, I love summertime rendering. Welcome, Glitch. Yay! We are making some English lyrics. Well, actually, our good friend Ryu, who is on the Discord chat with us right now, I should have like a little reactive emoji for you when you come on for these streams, Ryu. And he's written out these singable English lyrics, and I, the singer, am testing them out. But welcome.
I am.
This is just.
I am trying to make sure they sing correctly.
Yes, he's trying to keep me in check, which is a difficult job, but somebody has to do it. But this is part one of making this entire cover project, which tomorrow I'll be singing. Sunday I will be mixing, or not Sunday, Tuesday I will be mixing next week. And then we'll be making a video and putting it up. So this is part one of putting this thing together. Yay. All right. So this is all great. So now we get to the bridge and then we're basically done. That's exciting. And then we'll sing the whole thing through. All right. We have this long interlude. Shit. Okay, so you're using al as a shadow syllable too. Because the emphasis would be on share, right? Share your light and share your fights. Like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think there's like a phantom initial in Japanese there too.
Mm.
It's what is it in Japanese? Yeah, it's aragai nakara. There's like a shadow.
Yeah.
Aragai nakara ayakari nagara.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's like technically Yeah. They're more syllables than it sounds like.
It would get really dark.
And we also get like an old timey word.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't resist putting something old timey in a translation.
Fight. Light fights, sighing, time, nigh, brightly. It's more assonance. There's lots of I sound in this song, like in nigh nigh, but it has a very different effect.
Nothing will ever beat Nai Nai.
Where in nigh nigh, like I'm a lie, it feels very pointed and sharp. Here it feels very plaintive and drawn out.
Yeah, because it hits the high note. It's not like a repetitious mechanical thing. It's more emotional here.
I is a sound used cross linguistically to denote pain.
Ay ay ay.
Also, like you might say, especially in older timey English, you might have said that.
Mm.
Also, it bites.
In Japanese, you go itai for something that hurts, right?
Itai. Yes, it or for something you want. Like attach
Oh,
itai to the end of a verb, and it means to want to do that. Originally, to want to do it so badly.
oh, so it's like yeah, it is like pleading. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me go back.
Itai means both ow and I want to feel it.
Shaggy
And that
light
part
and
was
shaggy fights, but I'm sighing everywhere. Time of death, it's drawing out, painted so brightly. I promise, won't you? Just a single one. That you can't hear me now. Oh, I think I mucked that up quite a bit. Let me finish typing in the rest of this.
You got the first part right. Hey, make a promise. Won't you just a single one? I say it more like won't you when I actually say it. I just don't. I'm just not in the habit of writing it. Much.
Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that too.
Hey, bet you can't hear me. I can't get my voice to do the thing.
Yeah.
It's easier to have the music in front of me, which I have a few. I have pulled it up myself.
Glitch Render. I love this show. This show actually is one of the first shows in a good long time to actually scare me. Like, and it's just the mystery is so cool. Nakama, you are in for it. I know you're about to start watching it. So cool.
I feel like I should watch it.
You should watch it. If you like murder mysteries and supernatural stuff, like you're gonna adore this. Like tight island culture of a group of friends that are very tightly knit community.
It's like nostalgia, but with horror. Unfortunately, all the nostalgia we feel might mean we have lost faith in the future.
Ugh. Yeah, nihilism is real. Especially in this country, in this society. But that's why we do music, to help uplift our spirits. By talking about death and
well, it is from a horror. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that this is similar to Higurashi. It does have like maybe a slight tinge of a flavor of Higurashi.
Higurashi sounds really dark.
You no, don't watch Higurashi if you do not like super dark, like really twisted.
The reflection of countless squirming hands reaching out to you. That is such a disturbing, like skin crawly image.
It's not even about like the relationships between the group of friends in Higurashi. It's like the way that they draw out all of the murder scenes, all of the torture scenes, and just the way that they dig into it. The old version and the new version is just like, ooh, ooh, and you think it's gonna end, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end for you. There's gore everywhere.
I don't want that. Also, just for the record,
So if you don't like it, don't watch
I-
it.
I have liked nostalgic things all of my life, whether or not at that point I believed in the future. I'm not nearly as pessimistic as a lot of people are. I think there's like hope and stuff. Like things can be good.
Mm.
We're just in the middle of a lot of craziness.
Yeah. I mean,
Craziness usually
things are
ends well.
constantly changing. Things are constantly changing, and it's like patterns. It's like cycles. It'll come and it'll pass. It'll get worse, and then it'll get better, and then it'll get worse again, and then it'll get better again.
Mhm.
But all right, let me see if I can get this right. And we're pressing play. All right, starting in on the bridge. This is a long interlude. I'll share your light, I'll share your vice, but I'm sighing every round. The time of death is strong, not painted so brightly. They make a promise you just a single one. They bet you can't hear me now. Okay, I got a little lost in there. Is there a way for you to...
I put the pra in promise on 2 syllables, like they make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. They bet you know.
Promise,
This line is actually
just a single one. Yeah.
It's actually a repeat of this line, and I noticed that I have it 2 different ways. That was actually
Do you want to change that?
which one of these 2 lines sings better?
Is this like a company table?
Make
like
a
this one better.
promise, won't you? Make a promise to me. I think "Won't You" sings a bit better to me. That's my preferred one, I think, if I had to pick. But they're both all right.
That's my preferred one too. I'm going to change the upper one to match that.
Okay, where was that?
Oh, way up, like this, just after the opening lines.
Right, there it is. Make a promise. Yeah, right there at the beginning. And we're changing that to "Won't You."
It's also hey rather than so. Also, that line should be
What are you talking
in
about?
quotation marks. So this line we're on that you're adjusting at the back at the top, the one up at the top. It's hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one.
Oh,
and
okay.
it should also be in quotation.
Done.
And it should also be in quotation marks. Okay, yeah, I'm a little behind you on the stream.
Okay.
Because it's a direct quotation in the Japanese text.
Okay. Does it look right now?
Yep. And I think that has more like you have the won't, you, ooh, o sounds. I think you have just single, one, which are a bunch of ugly sounds.
Why don't I get that right when I'm singing it in real time?
Probably like heard a syllable.
I hear da da da. There's like something weird going on with the hey. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. I think that works. If I do it just like that.
Sing it more like that, so that don't put so much emphasis on the you. That's like a tiny little itty bitty syllable.
So yeah.
I just have a I just have a habit of spelling Y-O-U when I just like say you, like I barely say anything.
Yeah, I get you. Let's do this whole thing. We'll share your life and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Oh, that's another one that I keep getting wrong.
Every round.
We'll share your life and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Whoa. The time of death is drawing, and I painted so brightly. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can hear me now. Something like that?
Yeah, you got most of it.
What did I get wrong?
The time of. Let me pull up the music so I can actually sing with it.
Time of death is drawing, painted so brightly.
Let me just make. Let's
Okay.
see. Let me find it.
And then we get our final chorus.
Okay, there's this long interlude.
It's long.
But I'm flying every round. Whoa. The time of death is drawing, I painted so brightly.
You
Hey,
know,
make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. Ugh, I felt like I was about to run out of breath singing.
it's a long phrase too. Welcome to my world.
Well, I brought you into mine, so you might as well bring me into yours.
So this is great. You know, I love all the sign, drawing, all these words because the way that they do the subtitles and the way that they do like the what's it called? Not accent, but dialect. What?
Yeah, it sounds like it's sung in a sort of non-standard Japanese dialect.
Because the people
So,
on the island in the show have like this certain way of speaking that's very like that, like, that they dub to be, or that they subtitle to sound like this. Like, what do you
wow,
mean?
that is.
What you doing? I don't understand what you mean. What are you doing there? Like a lot of that.
I didn't know. I didn't know that. I just felt like it sounded right with the music. Let me go back and change some of the transcriptions. Like if I change a few of the way words are spelled in the document, maybe that'll help to get the pronunciation a bit better.
Dialect thing. Yeah.
Because if you stress you, it's still you, but if you don't, it becomes like this barely there sound.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go back and practice that part, starting from the bridge. There we go. I share your light and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Oh, the time of death is drawing. I painted so brightly. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. Is there a meaning when all the words you sing?
Is there a meaning
Now,
when all the words you sing don't have a single lick of sense?
yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you, in the original Japanese there, is it actually nonsense syllables? Because it sounds like they're going la 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 do do, like they're actually singing nonsense syllables right there.
Let me look it up. I no, I don't think so, but I don't know what it is.
So Saka
Kimi
goes.
ga nai ka kona uta ni watsu arete inai koto baka da. No, it's words. It's imi ga nai ka. Is there no meaning? Kona uta ni. That in that song. Niwa in that song. Tsutai Tsutairete inai koto baka is not capable of conveying its words or meaning. Is there any meaning if the song can't convey
Because it sounds
things?
la 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 la. That's what it sounds.
Like it's inai koto baka da. Baka means is of course the way they sing it, it's very like they sing a lot more laxly than Japanese is like than proper Japanese is normally pronounced.
Yeah, but listen to the song right at that point. It literally sounds like they're going la 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 ooh la la. Like there is no articulation there at all. It sounds like they're really going la 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 la.
The ba the like that.
No, it doesn't even have that. It's
Let me
literally
listen
just
to it
la
for a
la la
second.
ooh ooh la la.
Oh yeah, he is just sort.
Isn't that weird?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it actually does skip a few syllables, and it's like bleh. It's kona utani
Well, that's a great way to
watsura e
approach it, though.
te inai koto. Let me actually sing it out loud in
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah. Because I'd like to preserve that if we can.
Imi kanai ka kona
Yeah,
utani
doggy.
wa blah 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 blah. It's don't have a single lick of sense is actually that bleh noise.
Yeah. That's why it was confusing me.
You want me to modify that?
Can I do the la 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 ooh la la? Would you authorize that?
I mean, I kind of like don't have a single lick of sense because it sounds kind of pumpkinish, which is why I chose it to sing it that way,
I
to spell it that
know. I
way.
know you have a reason for putting that there. But it's just so cute to like leave the la 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 ooh because that keeps up the mystery of like when all the words you sing what are you trying so hard to say to me? Um because that is the ghost speak right there, the la 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 ooh
Would you be okay with
at the end.
transposing it to the next line? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say with the noises?
Well,
This
the syllables only work in that particular phrase for the la la ooh. That has to go in the second line there if we do it. But I'm happy to put something like don't have a single lick of sense on the third line then. If you want to preserve that don't have a single lick
how
of sense.
because I
Nakama has a good idea. I could like have a second voice kind of singing over it, the la 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 ooh, but still kind of sing the words there and have like a double line to obscure it a little bit.
I'd be okay with that because I like this line where it is. And it also conveys the meaning of the original. I didn't realize he was like singing a bunch of chewed up sounds there. So that's kind of my fault.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do is kind of obscure it. So it'll still be there, but it'll also have like maybe I'll pan one left ear and one right ear in that part, maybe, or something.
Okay. That sounds good.
I'll have to play with that.
If it-
That'll be
because
cool.
what that was throwing me off too. Because you know why I didn't catch that? It's not transcribed in the Japanese, and like that. Otherwise, I think. Let me check it.
What do you mean? Well, how'd you get the translation if it's not transcribed? Because
Like nonsense. You know how like I don't know stories. I don't need stress. There's no love
oh
story.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
yeah.
stories
It
like
wouldn't be transcribed because there's nothing to transcribe there.
well, actually, I found out what it was in Nine, and I could have back translated it very easily. It would have fit as Monogatari wakara nai, then a bunch of laws. I know shosetsu nega wa nai.
Oh, that would have
It would have done
sounded
a
so good in the opera voice.
oh, it would have. Like if you ever redo that song, let me know.
Uh huh.
Like
Yeah.
it would have been perfect.
Oh, that would have been
Which is
fun.
literally no gatari, which is story.
No.
Wakara nai, I don't know. I know shosetsu, novels about love stories. Nega wa nai, I do not
Oh,
know.
that would have been so cool. Man, hindsight is 2020, man.
If I had known that, like I found that out like a few days after we finished, because nobody had a transcription of it before.
Yeah, nobody. I've searched and searched and searched, and I listened to so many other covers. A lot of people didn't even do it. Like they just relied on the instrumental. A lot of covers didn't even bother to sing that part.
Of course, it was incomprehensible. We came up with what? Um, Altered Ghost Stories Adore Mistress, and There's No Love Story Under Fox Money, is what it sounded like.
And I tried to make it sound as unintelligible as possible. But yeah, we did have like actual words there. And that was fun.
They were.
And I mean,
How
it sounded right. It sounded correct.
a lot of Japanese sung English sounds really weird. Like how in what was it? Bring Back. I later found out that Break to the Chance was Break
Break
Through
to
the
the
Chain,
change. I mean,
which is
it goes by
which
so
makes no
fast.
sense. But he was clearly singing Break to the Chance. A lot of the transcriptions did not match what it sounded like he was
Mm-mm.
actually saying.
Mm-mm.
There was one of those in Avid too. It said bitter ardor color wander in every
Mm-hmm.
transcription, but clearly singing water and bitter ardor color water or whatever order they were
Yeah.
makes sense. An attempt at talking about tears, which would work as a four Chinese character combination because there are these four character combinations used in both Chinese and Japanese for longer meanings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it would work perfectly as one of those. Does it work in English? No, it sounds as much like PTSD and mental breakdown song,
Oh,
which I guess is kind of the point in why I did not back translate any of it, even though it was technically possible, because it needed to stay confusing, and I would just back
yep.
translate it into normal Japanese.
Yeah.
I know how to write.
Oh my God, that was a mess.
I did destroy one similar thing to what we've done now in Avid actually, because they did a pun on the fact that ni is both into and the number two in Japanese,
Mm.
and they transcribed it with the number two in the
Mm.
thing. But I just wrote echoes and their double journeys in my ears because that was kind of the literal meaning of the phrase,
Mm.
or as close to a literal meaning as I could come up with. The Japanese was kind of wonky too. But again, the song is like PTSD in song form.
All right, let's finish up this last chorus bit.
And there's like barely any.
When all the words you sing don't have a single lick of sense. What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is that you still love me? Oh, there's there's several parts.
You want me to sing through it as I was hearing it?
Well, there's two parts going on at once there. But yeah, go ahead.
Is there a meaning when all the words you sing don't have a single lick of sense? What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is it that you I need the music to play.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
that's where it gets complicated. Right at that moment.
Is there a meaning when all the words you sing don't have a
Go
single lick of
sense.
sense? What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech, you really not lying? I hope, or I'm trying, and now I must be going. Oh, yeah, bye bye.
Awesome.
Does that match up for you?
I think it does. Let me try it myself.
Now you're sounding all like twangy.
What?
Now you're starting to sound all twangy like my.
I got
I used
my northern Iowan accent on now.
yes, and I'm like pulling out a bit of the like North Carolina in me. My mother was from Michigan, so I don't normally speak like I'm from here, except I will like dump out syllables like people will in majority Central, and I will often like throw the ing and in form around like freely, depending on which one fits more comfortably in the word.
Oh, and by the way, Nakama likes this idea of the split headphone for the la 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 ooh kind of
I mean,
thing.
that's probably the best idea because like that line fits so well and it conveys the actual meaning of what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say split panning there just to remind me that's it's gonna happen. All right, so let's see if I can handle this. There's two parts going on at once when it gets towards the end there, so I'm gonna have to pick. Um, is there a meaning when all the words you sing don't have a single lick of sense? What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is that you still love me, but in ghost speech? I hope I'm trying, and never mind. Ah, that's where I lose it. What? There's a lot of words there. What am I missing?
Is you're missing it first of all. Is it that you still love me?
Okay, that line I didn't have a problem with. I knew I missed that, but like the rest of it, like
No, I
there's
mean you wrote it down without the
what?
you wrote it down without the
Oh, sorry. There we go. Fixed it.
like the
Is it that
okay.
you still love me, but in ghost speech?
Is it that you still love me? And
Does
then the
it
next line begins right away, like with speech you really not lying. I hope we're trying. That begins right away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't originally have you in there. You can possibly dump that out.
Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech?
But I had that a little differently. But in ghost speech, let me pull up the
Yeah, there's a lot more words than what you have here. There's like a whole nother part going on. Um,
words.
let me
Did
try.
I miss something?
I don't think so.
Say to me, is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech? I hope or I'm trying.
I feel
Oh,
like there's another line there.
where? Let me look in the chat.
Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech?
It's drawing the butt more than the in. Budding ghost
God,
speech.
the book of skulls.
Budding ghost speech. And then the other part comes in. You really not lying. I hope I'm trying. I hope or I'm trying. Is that another shadow syllable right there? The I? I hope or I'm trying.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't work. There's something missing.
Where is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. It's like right in between like it's like somewhere in this line of the you really not lying, I hope or I'm trying. Because if I sing that just straight, I end up finishing too early for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm just making a mistake, which is most likely, or if there's actually words missing there. And every time I sing it, I come up like drastically short. So let me see. Let me try it one more time.
Let's see, what's he said?
Say to me, is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech? I'm trying, and now they go. Yeah, that doesn't work.
I feel like something's wrong on but in ghost speech because I hear. Is there a missing syllable there too? Is it that you still love me, but in? Is there something between in and ghost? Because you're hitting the in way harder than I'm hearing it mentally. But I hear it as.
Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech?
That's it. That's how I.
Yeah, that's how I sang it. It might be different. Hold on. Let me cue the music. Hard to say to me. Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech? But in ghost speech, right? Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech? Oh.
No.
Yeah, see, that's where the second line begins, and you didn't give me anything for a second line there. There's like the second part that's doing something completely different than the main line there. And they're very intertwined. And I think you pulled a little bit from that second line and made it the main line, but the main line continues, and there's a second thing going on.
Listening to the same version of it?
Does it go back and do like the first chorus again?
I'm checking. What are you trying to say to me? Link me to the version you're.
I think
I'm not here.
I think I figured out what you intended. I think I just figured out what you intended, but there's more going on there. So I'll sing.
I want to make sure we're going off the same audio track.
I know.
Maybe there's like two different versions of it.
I have the one that's on Arias channel. It's like the first one that pops up for me. But it should be the same.
I've been listening to. I put it in the like YouTube chat.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull it over. Oops, something went wrong. That's weird. Open link.
What did you say the name of the person? You said it was on Rias's channel?
Yeah, here, I'll copy the link.
I found it.
This one. But it should be the same no matter where you pull it. But let me sing what I think you intended.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me try and cue it up. What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech you're not lying? I hope I'm trying, and now I must be going. Oh yeah, bye bye.
I double used the U. That's what I did. So get rid of the U before really, and then try the rest of that
Mm-hmm.
as you did. And I think that'll be it.
Yeah, because I think it goes, is it that you still love me, but in ghost speech, really not lying? I hope, or I'm trying, and now I must be going. I know I meandered in there, but there's something else going on there too.
What is like? There's some sort of under track.
Yeah, there's one that goes, I should that. Do you hear that?
Aishiteru. Let's see. Let me take a look at what the Japanese is. Okay, because the phrase aishiteru is not in. It says aishite ita, which means someone loved past tense you. That you loved. It actually says, "Are you explaining that you loved?"
So it's just a repeat or like an echo of this line then.
But if it's like shite ita layered on top of shite iru, they have two different meanings. Like it's layering the past tense on top of the present tense. Let me see if I can hear. I hear it. It is there. It just wasn't transcribed. At the very end, he does say aishiteru.
Yeah, there's like a second line that like comes in as like an ad lib.
And it says, and you know what that means? It means I love you.
Yes. Aishiteru.
And that's in an extremely overblown way that you would only say in an extremely intimate context.
Which makes sense because that's kind of the climax of the song. It's the highest note. It's like screamed.
I mean, you could actually just dub that in there in Japanese if you wanted to, because that's like, I feel like it almost loses something if you translate it into English, because it's the way you say I love you when you're on like your deathbed with only your spouse of 50 years present, sort of I love you.
Let me hear how that.
Like normally you would say like something like I like you, thank you to your spouse. Like in public, like final words to spouses, you usually would say thank you.
So, but there's more, like it continues just for a little bit there too. So what happens? I only hear that and then I lose it.
You hear the whole aishiteru. It's like very weakly articulated, but it's not like aishiteru.
Oh, thanks for being here, Nakama. You take care. Tune in later on the replay at the very end to hear the final go through, which we'll be doing after a bit. So, yay, thanks for coming. All right, Ryu. The part that I hear the melody of it, but I can't make out the words. It goes like this. Or maybe that's the harmony that I'm hearing. Hold on. Okay, so maybe it really is just I stay Aishiteru. And that's it?
It might just be a repeat of Aishitenda. Now that let me listen to another time. It might just be an echo line.
I feel like that's probably the intent there. But if you wanted to do something different, like the ending is going to kind of get lost in the mix anyway. So,
Yeah, it's just.
and I think that's
as
intentional. I think that's intentional because they want that to be like a mystery that gets swallowed up. Like he's trying to say I love you, but it's still ghost speech, you know.
Like you could like sort of underdub very faintly, but in ghost speech underneath with like "I still love you."
So like how would that work? What are you imagining?
Like very faintly, where you hear "Aishiteru,"
Mhm.
"Aishiteru," 4 syllables. I still love you. Leave the other thing like you know how you have like the panning in one ear for the don't have a single lick of sense
Mhm.
and the nonsense noise.
Yeah.
Do that again here, but also like have them sort of out of sync with each other. Is that doable? Like, will that work?
I can do the panning thing. Having them out of sync with each other, I think, is a little bit overkill, and I think that'll make it sound really sloppy, and actually not sound the way that you think it's going to sound. Um, just by experience of doing stuff like that before. But what we could do is we could have the I shiteru in one ear, and we could have the I still love you in the other ear.
Oh, I was just saying like, oh, I was saying like, but in ghost speech and I still love you, like in the places of Aishite da and Aishiteru. Does that make sense? Like just put
I'm not following which exact area you're talking about. Can you sing it for me?
but okay, but in ghost speech was Aishite shite da in
So
Japanese.
instead of saying but
So
in ghost speech, you want me to
or no,
say
leave but in ghost speech where it is. Don't do anything to it. But and then you have Aishiteru. Just replace the Aishiteru with I still love you. It's 4 syllables.
so you with the but in ghost speech going on, you want me to say I still love you in that place? And then the
Like you
Aishiteru comes in?
no, just replace the Aishiteru with I still love you. Leave but in ghost speech alone.
Oh, okay. So you're just saying make the ad lib I still love you.
English. Yes. Sorry, that was probably needlessly confusing.
Okay, so it's going to be like, is it that you still love me, but in ghost, I still love you? Right? Something like that? That's what you mean?
Yes. Yeah, because it's like the ghost, but make it like distorted or something and hard to hear.
Yeah, I can put filters on it to make it sound like it's coming through a telephone or like underwater or
You could also like
do the
even
la la la
layer,
thing again
or no,
in
for
one
the
ear.
ad lib, you could do like Aishiteru in one ear and I still love you in the other, so that the
Yes.
words get all, so that you can't tell which language is which, and they're like, it's also a callback. Also, the word I sounds like the pronoun I,
Mm-hmm.
so it will start off on the same sound and then be
And
like,
then gradually get more distorted. Yeah. Ooh, I could do some automation so that they start out center and then end up panned to the extremes as that ad lib finishes.
creative.
That would be really cool since they start the same. Ooh, I'm gonna make a note. I could do that with the other one too. Automate panning. Ooh, I'm getting chills. This is gonna be fun. I have to record this
Also,
first though before I can play.
Yeah, yeah.
this is gonna be hard to sing,
There's
isn't
also
it?
It might be. I have to figure out how I'm going to do the verses. Let's go through it from the beginning now. I shall sing it, and you shall correct me, because I will probably make many a mistake. But let's see.
We shall pretend that I am your senpai. I mean, I totally am.
Are you older than me? You're not older than me.
As far as the audience knows, I am.
We'll see.
I look like I'm older than you.
Boya. All right, let's do this.
I'm actually, I think, 4 years younger.
Or yeah, I think you are.
I was shocked when I looked at it.
All right, here we go. I'm coming to you. Following. Right at the beginning, I messed it up. Okay, we gotta redo.
Change some of the transcription.
I'm coming to you. Following my second sight. I'd cross the vortex of the only fate I'd known. Never came back. Oh no, I sailed across the sea, yeah. With the memories of my cat and of the tide's roar. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Or just a single one. I'll swipe and I'll fight. So just hold on tight to your only life. Bye-bye, no wait. Oh, please, there is a meaning. If you aren't there with me, all that's left is summer going right on without it. The longer it's lasting, yeah, it's going down. Okay, hold on. I know I butchered that.
Yes, you did.
Outer Space is asking, by the way, did you end up fixing that capture card? The problem is that when we traveled, we brought a different cord with us. And it turns out that we suspect that that cord is just faulty or just didn't work somehow. So we have the normal cord here at my normal setup, so it should work just fine.
Yes.
All right. How far should I back it up, Ryu?
Go back to the beginning of this section-y thing, whatever you want to call it. Because I think there was like an error here. Because this line seems like it's somewhat difficult. Because you have to squeeze the right on in there.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so right at the chorus.
Because right is a shadow syllable, but it's audibly there.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Please, where is the meaning if you aren't here with me? All that's left is summer going right on without end. The longer it's lasting, yeah, my grief's only gone with each passing minute. I'm without you. There, I think I got that.
Yeah, it's just hard to sing.
Healing lady, got you in my second sight now. Front of the gun bed, full of fate cups so softly, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'll try that again. And what's slowing me down here is, again, these verses are not in my range. I have to fix them. Anyway.
Also, I just alliterated
What?
I just alliterated in that line, like, of, fate, soft, and
yeah.
softly so. I'm translating from a language that is so easy to sing to a language that is completely mush.
It's ghost speech. Everything we sing is ghost speech.
Oh, it's worse. It's English.
Late, got you in my second sight now. Front of the carpet, will the fate cut softly so. Whoa. When passing through it, it's playing out a melody, sandbeat. Oh, but like a turtle, green turtle, and oh, okay, let me back up. Sandbeat. Oh, but just like a green turtle. No, I'm not running, no. Yes, I'm leaving if you aren't here with me. All that's left is summer, once more rolling on through. The longer it's happening, the more roll these speed with every passing minute. Oh, the chances gently grow. Okay, I'll back up and do that again. Done through. The longer it's happening, the more of these shadows meet with every passing minute. Oh, the chances gently grow. There, how is that?
Perfect.
Good. Alright, we're at the bridge. We'll skip a little bit of this interlude here.
It is such a nice.
Ah, man. Share your light and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Whoa, the time of death is drawing. I played it so brightly. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, that you can't hear me now. I'm gonna attempt that again just for practice sake.
Needs a little practice.
What?
Yeah, I do think that needs a little
Yeah.
practice. I think
This part goes so fast. It's deceptive because it feels like it's gonna be slow, but it's not.
it feels so plaintive and drawn out, but the song is actually so fast.
Mm-hmm. I share your light and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Whoa, it's the time of death, it's drawing. I paint it so brightly. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. Oh, the hey really is part of that other line too, right? Let me take one more crack at that. I think I got it.
Yeah, they sort of like all run together.
Mm-hmm. One more chance. Share your light and share your fights, but I'm sighing every round. Oh, the time of death is drawing. I paint it so brightly. Hey, make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. Wait, that was wrong.
Yeah, it's the here that's drawn out. Hey, bet you can't
Can't hear me now. Yeah, where did I get off there? Guess I gotta try it again.
Hey, make a promise,
The
won't you? Just a single one.
time of death is drawing, light painted so brightly. And make a promise, won't you? Just a single one. Hey, bet you can't hear me now. Yeah. Is there a meaning when all the words you sing don't have a single lick of sense? What are you trying so hard to say to me? Is it that you still love me but in ghost speech? Really not lying. I hope I'm trying, and now I must be going. Oh yeah, bye bye.
That a little differently. I hear really not lying. I hope or I'm trying.
Yeah, it was a shadow syllable that caught me right there.
Oh yeah, because I am apparently the Lord of Shadow syllables.
Yes, you are. Very much so. Lord Shadow Ryu. Love me, but in ghost speech, really not lying. I hope or I'm trying, and now I must be going. Oh yeah, bye bye. That last part's gonna be fun to do. Like whoa.
Just for fun, I looked up shadow in the Japanese to English dictionary. It apparently means roadway. It's written with the characters for vehicle and road.
Interesting.
Of course, that's to be expected. Sha means like it's like appears in rikisha, like a rickshaw, in densha, the electric train, resha, a regular train, and
Ah.
dole is like the. It's actually the same as like the Dao in Taoism, but borrowed from Middle Chinese and run through a bunch of sound changes in Japanese, so that you get toll or dole depending on the word.
I have a question about this.
It's also
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's also the same as in words like judo, the dole.
Oh, the
way.
way, the path. Yeah. Okay.
So it means like motorway, shadow. Isn't that weird how it sounds like shadow?
Ryudo. Dragon Way.
Do can mean like all kinds of things. It's a very common sequence of sound.
Hmm.
Do, kyo, kyo, jo, sho. They're just very common.
Japanese is so nice to rhyme.
Do can also mean copper, torso. The same, how, motion, like Hadouken, wave motion fist. Chapel, road, sinus.
My passageway, my sinus passages are blocked.
Are they made of copper?
And they're made of copper. They're blocked with copper.
And they're in your torso for some reason. Instead of in your nose.
The public transportation within my sinuses.
It's in motion. Do is also motion.
The motion of the traffic trains in my sinuses.
And these are all the onyomi. There's actually a native Japanese word, do, which just means how, in what way. Like, do desu ka means how are you?
Okay, so I do have a question right here.
I don't have an answer. You just have to suffer.
Well, I'm going to change it if you don't give me an explanation for why is this I hope or I'm trying and not I hope and I'm trying.
Because it says, in Japanese, it actually says, I hope in spite of how things look. So, like, you hope or you're trying to hope. Like, are you really not lying? I hope you're not lying, but it looks like you are. What was the implication I took from it? Does that make sense?
This does not make sense to me.
Could be worse.
I would say I hope and I'm trying to believe. Isn't that what you're trying to say? Or what is the continuation of this sentence here? Like what is the full thing of what you're trying to say?
Or I'm trying to, at least.
At least. I don't. The way that this is structured right here, it doesn't come off like that. How can we make it come off like that more?
Me, it does.
To you.
So I don't know how I would change it. It also rhymes.
Oh, and I found this little goober. There we go. I'm lying, I hope, or I'm trying. And now.
You could change the or to least if that will fit there. But you're leaving out.
Yeah, that won't. I can't mash that in there.
This was basically the only way I could think of to make it fit and rhyme.
Don't want to sacrifice the fit or the rhyme there.
Would a yeah in place of the or make it better for you?
Hope yeah, I'm trying. I kind of like that, but is that too many yeahs going on?
Let me see what the Japanese actually says before bye-bye. It says something else. Oh no, just I have to go is longer.
Yeah, this can stay. I don't really want to change that. And we'll keep this if we must, but I'm just I wanted to understand this because my instinct was to change this to and.
And I don't get that at all.
The only
Maybe
thing
it's because
that's
you're not from a
weirding me
place
out
that
is he's referring to me by John.
I don't
Because
know.
again, it's like I hope and I'm trying to believe would be my instinct for that.
Only to believe would have fit there. Because it's I hope or I'm trying to believe
Let's
you.
see if I have a account on Dice.com.
Yeah, I suppose we gotta leave it. I'll bank on people understanding your you speak there. Because, yeah, I don't want to sacrifice the fit. I don't want to sacrifice the rhyme.
You also have I'm in there, so you have some assonance.
Yes, yes.
Has everybody learned something today?
I'm sure they have. Well, with that being said, that's basically the stream, but I do have a little treat. If anybody tabbed out at the moment wants to come back, let me see if I can find it though. I think it was in my text messages. Hold up.
What did you do?
So, let's see where this comes up. Ah.
Are you being naughty?
So this is, I want to share with you guys. And I'll post this in the Discord too, because I know some people had to go. But this is the song that my brothers and I made. My brother John wrote the song, and I straightened it out and produced the whole thing. And then my other brother Tom added live guitars, both acoustic and electric. We all sang, and my brother John put together the video. So I want to play this for you guys. So, all right. Here you guys go. This is for my mom and dad's anniversary just yesterday. This is my younger of the two brothers, John.
Right over.
A lot of the pictures came from my mom's Facebook page. And I added flute. I love my brother's guitar so much. I wish I could play guitar. Aw, thanks, Ryu. Now look at this dog peeing in the background. That is quintessential Tom right there. Yep, that's my brother Tom. He's got so much talent. But he always feels like he's not talented enough. My mommy and my daddy. Aren't they cute? I know, and I don't think he actually did that purposefully. But yeah. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all before we sign off on the stream. Ryu, I'm going to close out of the Discord. Probably should have done that already. But yeah. Bye, Ryu, on Discord. Well, actually, you could say goodbye before we leave.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Is the stream?
Hmm?
So is the stream ending?
The stream is ending in just another moment.
Okay, well, goodbye. This took like about 2 hours.
With a lot of distraction. But it worked.
Yeah, we probably would have taken like half an hour if we had not been distracted by 3,000 things.
That's me, ADD to the max. But it's fun.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Probably weirded out other people in this house with this conversation or hearing half of it. And just hearing me singing randomly, which is something I don't normally do because I don't think I sound good singing.
Oh, I love it because it does really help. I don't care if you can match pitch. I don't care the quality of your voice or whatever you think the quality of your voice is. It does help to hear the rhythm and where the emphasis goes and stuff.
Well, I know what my weakness is. It's like poor control.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm too lazy to learn to actually control it and would rather just translate things or write them and let other people sing
Yeah.
it, I'm just okay with it mostly until I have to like show them how it's supposed to match the melody.
Well, it's
Then it gets
fun.
like
Hmm?
I don't know. I feel pretty embarrassed now, but we got it done.
Well, you don't always have to come on, but it does help sometimes. But we'll see. In our next lyric session, actually, next song coming up is a kind of a rando surprise cover from a very obscure one from this season called I'm Quitty Curoing. And it's a brand new ending theme that just premiered like 2 episodes ago called De Messiah. And it is a wild song. I will pull it up here just for a second.
Let me look it up. Like just DE.
Yeah, DE.
Yeah.
And then I'm quitting heroing. And if you just search that, and lo and behold, the full version is finally up. I was going to do this actually in place of summertime render, but it wasn't out yet. But this is what it sounds like.
So far, there are no English.
And it's already in English, so we won't get another lyric stream for a while. You get a break.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But this
there
is
are no English versions of Hoshi got Oyogu, so as far as I know, this is the only fully singable English version.
Really? That surprises me.
This one might be the first. Granted, I haven't checked today. Let me see. No one seems to be taking it up.
So that's the song.
Yeah, it just has it's just a bunch of there are a few different Japanese versions or videos of the Japanese version that have like the lyrics transcribed in like sort of translated. I disagree with several of the translations. So I went back and checked myself several times, and I'm like, am I not getting something here? Are all of these just really wonky?
Yeah, sometimes there's just some really complicated turns of phrases and idiomatic things that only somebody that really like digs into the Japanese would understand. And I feel like a lot of
Well,
translators just kind of gloss over it.
and I tried to figure out why things were coming out different. I think one of the reasons was that one of the translations was not directly English to or Japanese to English. It was Japanese, then to Spanish, then to English. So you got that extra layer of another
Oh
language thrown in.
no. Okay then.
Some of the words apparently got mistranslated into Spanish, and the mistranslation carried over into English.
Ugh,
You do not want to have extra layers of another language when you're translating something.
no. That can totally put a very different slant on it, if not just
Yeah,
be
this is why
outright wrong. That's like putting things through
and
Google Translate several times.
I think Google Translate produced some of the translations too. Google
That,
Translate with just because Japanese is so backwards from English, it often like and you know how there's often a sentence is pronoun agnostic.
mm-hmm.
Google Translate will just make up a pronoun and not tell you that it's done that.
I've noticed that.
Because
Well,
if you like
hmm,
just have because Japanese will dump out anything that's not necessary and that you can infer from context.
yeah, that's
Probably
crazy.
because its words are so long.
It's true. It's true.
Hoshi ga Oyogu literally means the star swims, but it's like really like the star is struggling through the crowd. Oyogu can mean both swim and push your way through a crowd. But Hoshi, star, two syllables rather than one.
Yeah.
Ga, it just tells you what the subject of the sentence is. It's like otherwise a meaningless little piece of
Mhm.
sound. And Oyogu, swim, three syllables long rather than. This is why English can afford to fit in so many more words. English words are little. Japanese words are huge.
Yeah. This is the thing about oyogu and how you can translate it to like struggling to swim, like in tandem, is because the the main character's love interest that I was talking about, who dies by drowning.
Oh,
Just FYI, that's why that works.
and there's this image of the ocean and like it being a means of separating him from the island. He never came back because he sailed across the sea, even though he apparently came back anyway.
Yep. Yep.
And then some of these translations were weird in the original, like elating lady. It was either that or translated as lady who gets drunk. Because the word that I translated as elating can mean like to become delighted, but it can also mean to get drunk.
That's
Sometimes you
interesting.
just have,
Hmm.
but it doesn't sound like it's a scene about intoxication because he's using his second sight to see her while she's in front of Fates.
Mm-hmm.
The word there is reed, like the thing that grows by a pond, but that also means gun barrel. And since there's a picture of him holding a gun, I picked that.
Yeah, there is a lady who assists him in fighting shadows. But this lady has an alternate guy personality that she refers to as her brother. Um, and there's this part where she ties back her hair in order to become him. And they're both using this big sniper rifle to take out shadows. Um,
See?
and she does like her alcohol.
Oh, I might have picked the wrong word there.
No, because I think you picked the correct word because she's just such a different person. She doesn't really go around drunk, but she goes you know, she's one of the ones that understands what's going on and can assist him and kind of has the means and knowledge about the shadows to help.
Do you know if the song was created for the anime or it already existed?
I don't know. I don't know that information, but it sure feels like it was created for the show.
It does. Then again, I translated it. I did the same with Kigeki, but it was actually apparently not.
Kigeki was not
Tried
made
to
for Spy
translate.
Family? Could have fooled me.
I don't believe so. It might have been, but the way when I was reading about the artist, it sounded like it wasn't. Though it didn't say specifically either way. It just said X's person's single was used as the ending,
Hmm.
which to me sounds like it already existed.
Wow.
And you could translate certain things somewhat differently if you did not have the anime in mind. Like you could sing like on the verge of breaking on this mischievous tea-eyed world. You could translate it that way. Though Hoshi doesn't normally mean star, not it means like the kanji for Hoshi is used in the names of planets. Like Suise is Mercury, and Mokusei is Jupiter, and Kase is Mars, and
Interesting.
Sei or Hoshi is Sun. But
Okay.
normally it would be Sei if it were world, not Hoshi. Some translations did translate like T-eyed star as crazy world, and broken star. I don't remember what the Japanese was as broken world, like growing up on a broken world rather than growing up as a broken star.
Hmm. Interesting.
So from the text of the I was predisposed by the cute little picture that was given with the song, like in the video I was using to listen to it to translate it. I was predisposed to translate it in the context of the anime. And just from some of the things you said about the initial translation of it, I am pretty sure Merry Go Round was not made for My Hero Academia. Because unless I misread it, that it did sound jealous in Japanese. You didn't like it, but that was how it sounded.
Very interesting.
That was actually a
I
pretty
don't,
direct translation.
yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that was the one that that you got mad at me because I changed your translation.
It wasn't that you changed it, it was that you changed it to something that was incorrect. And you pulled the Amelie, I don't want to sing it this way thing, even though that was what it said. You didn't like that it sounded jealous. Well, that's what makes me think it wasn't made for the anime. Somebody just slapped it on there. I was like, wow, this doesn't really sound like what I thought that anime was. Oh well.
Well, thank you for keeping me
Because that
straight
does
ever
have,
since.
yeah, except when you're reading yaoi. I guess it is made for.
Oh, all
I guess
right. I'm
okay.
really not
I didn't
lying.
say.
I know I must be going. This has been
Oh,
fun. We did it. We
but
made these wonderful lyrics now. I gotta
yeah,
practice
well,
these
good.
though.
Yes, translating these is fun. It is a challenge.
Yay. Oh,
Helps me get better at this,
yeah.
learning this strange foreign language.
Yes.
I feel like I'm probably biting off more than I can chew every time, but somehow I managed to pull something.
Welcome to the club. That's how I feel when I
What's
try
this?
and mix things.
Like, oh, why is this sentence arranged like this? Is this an expression? Is this an expression? Maybe this whole thing is. Oh, this whole thing is an expression, but it means something totally different from what the literal words do.
It's like, what? Oh,
Language is so weird. I mean, we do it with English too. You can be pushing up daisies or kick the bucket, and it really does. And neither of those is literal expression. Is literal expression. And we just take it for granted because it's an idiom, but other languages have them too.
yeah.
And when you're just looking at this other language that you only sort of speak, and you're like,
That takes
you're
a
like,
whole
oh,
extra layer of research to do.
especially when they spell it weird, which they did in this song. Like if you scroll down to where I did the work, I did not change some of the like original translations,
Mm,
which are actually wrong because I didn't realize something was an expression the first time,
mm.
which is why it's important to always go back and check yourself every time you do one of these if you're actually translating the words yourself. Otherwise, you end up translating the longer it's lasting as Mist and Paulonia,
Ah,
because that's what I because especially when you have a language with 5 words that are pronounced kiri and you're not sure which one it is, the spelling does not help you.
all right, Ryu. I'm gonna hang up now, and we'll see you in the next stream.
Have fun suffering with this.
Yeah, I will.
Now
I
you have
will.
to actually. I just had to make words fit music.
I had to make it sound musical in my voice now, which shouldn't be
Yes. Well,
the worst thing that could happen. We'll make it work.
you could do it better than I could.
Well, I am trained for many years. I should be able to.
Yeah,
It's the same as you ought to
you
be
are
able
not
to
really trained.
have facility with English. You know, I should have some
Yeah.
facility over my voice. So,
Should. I feel like should is the operative word because we're both still human and we both still make all kinds of mistakes.
it's true. Just watch me get like total Tourette's during the recording session. Oh, on that note, you take care, all right, Ryu? Bye.
Right. Bye.
Oh, that's so much fun. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Um we will be recording this tomorrow afternoon, probably about 3-4 o'clock. And then later on that night at about 8 o'clock, we'll be finishing up Plants vs. Zombies. So we'll have our little finale party. And that'll be our stream for this week. Sunday, of course, we will do the Mario Kart stream as we had promised last week, our rain check. And yeah, Outer Space was like, yeah, because he said it was a problem to do the Mario Kart. It is not a problem when I'm at my home setup here, but it obviously was a problem when I was at my parents' place, not only because the internet's a little iffy over there, but because the card, the capture card, which gets the picture and sound from the Switch, does not work. That cord that connects it to the computer wasn't working for some reason because we brought a travel cord with us. We didn't use the regular cord that it came with, which was a mistake, but we learned. And so we should be able to do Mario Kart. I hope you'll join us. Anybody who is a fan and who's watching and who has a Switch and who has Mario Kart, you're welcome to join. Yeah, so that's what's coming up. Let's see, we have comedy coming up, this Hoshi ga Oyogu, and then we have De Messiah coming up. Sorry, Ryu, that's already that's already in English, so we probably won't have a lyric stream. I'll get a little mini vacation, yay! As will you. You should rest, Ryu. Yeah, so that's what's coming up. And by that time, we should be looking at some stuff for the summer anime that's coming out. A lot of good stuff coming out. We'll see what's available. Or we'll do some oldie but goodie to be our bridge between seasons. So, all right. Take care, you guys. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye.